I heard that some of you never been to family constellations and that there's a question, what is it? How does it work? Um, and why is it helpful? Okay, how does it work? Nobody can tell you. How this model, how this method function, that's what I want to share with you. So there are many different forms nowadays of systemic family constellations. The way we will work in May is we will sit in a circle with the participants. That circle is very ancient, and it creates a certain quantum field, or you can call it also morphological field. With that field, we connect to a field of knowledge, as I like to call it. You can see it, sometimes you feel it, but for sure, when you are chosen as a representation of a person or a situation, you get into that energy. But this was the second step. So start from the beginning. So we sit in the circle, and one person has a question, or during our work, a question arose, and the person wants to know what's behind that. Because we, as a person, are always connected, like everything in life is connected. But we don't see it. There is something, but it's not obvious. So what we do in this constellation work is we make it visible for you, for that one who has that question. I'm the one who is called a facilitator. So I'm organizing that field. I look that that energy is not disturbed, and guide through that process. So we start with a person coming to me with the question. I don't want any stories, just three short sentences. What happened? Because I don't want that people start to think about stories. So short information, and then I feel what is necessary. And then a small example, like I have always problems with my father. So it can be that I choose that you needed to bring in this field, in this center, your father and yourself. How to do it? Normally you stay on my side, you sit on my side, so you feel my energy too. And then I ask you to choose out of the field of participants a representation for your father and for yourself. And then with a special technique, you bring in these persons into this field. And everything else depends on the question, on that what needs to come out from the invisible to the visible world. And the first question I will ask you is, when all what happened is coming to peace, is it your movie? It's your life? And you will say, yes, it is. How did they know? It's not necessary to know that answer to that question. The most important is what you see is that what is now, like the problem, the conflict, the misunderstandings. And that what is then starting is how can we move that conflict into love, peace, acceptance and understanding. This is my work. This is my duty, my responsibility. And when that happens, when it comes to that liberation, and come to love again, in this example between child and father, and love is flowing in between, it has a huge impact to the participant still sitting at my side, and to the whole family system. So that's why it's called systemic constellation. So this is not only for that person sitting side to side to me, but it is also to that family system, to those who are still alive, but also for those who already left their bodies. This quantum field has no time, and there is no space. It's beyond that. And it is always, always open. I never know what's happening, but what I know is you will receive an answer. Exactly that answer you needed to receive. So, happy invitation. Hope you understood a bit more about it. But like every theory, you need to see it. You need to practice it. So, very welcome. And whenever you have a question, just call me or send me a message. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend.